Well, good morning. I'm glad someone else is keeping up with the days like I am. Coach Slater, thank you and welcome. I want to officially welcome you, although you're no stranger. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, our chairman, Mr. Bill Hudson, and all the faculty, staff, and alumni, we want to thank everybody for being here. Coach, we've been here about the same amount of time, and so we're excited about the upcoming event, the Labor Day Classic, which is always a wonderful family affair and a great competitive time for us. But we also like to let everyone know that this is keeps in line with our theme of Communiversity, because we've chosen this time to have an inauguration, and of course it will probably be my 332nd day when I am inaugurated, so still not quite a year. But we have a week full of activities leading up to this major competitive game on that Saturday. And so we'll start off with a First Family luncheon, which will be Sunday, and Monday we will go through some events. Wednesday we will have an HBCU symposium here, where we will have some very powerful individuals in the world of higher education. They will be here on this campus. We just confirmed that Mr. Jonathan Holyfield, the Director of White House Initiative, will be here, as well as Dr. Bill Wheatland, who is the President of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, as well as Mr. Dr. Harry Williams, who is the Executive Director of the Therapeutic Marshall College Fund. So all of those individuals will be here on campus for a symposium. We will also have an Interfaith Day, which will be on our Wednesday. We will have individuals from all over the city of Montgomery and beyond that will come, and we will have a great day with the interfaith community here on campus. And of course, on Thursday morning at 10 a.m., we will have the official inauguration in the Acadome, which is open to the public, and invite everyone to come out. And then that evening, we'll have our inaugural ball. And on Friday, we will have Mr. Ricky Smiley himself and his show. We'll be here from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. So if you're up, come and visit with the Ricky Smiley show here on campus. And then, of course, on that evening, we'll have a concert. And the big day will be when we, the Alabama State Hornets, take on the Tuskegee Golden Tigers out on the field at the Alabama State University. And so we're excited about the matchup. We're excited. You know, both of the teams have been working well. And Coach, prayers go out to your player that was injured. We're with you, and we hope for definitely a recovery for him. But with that being said, we'll get to why you all are here, to hear from these two great coaches about the Labor Day Classic. Thank you.
Before we get to our two coaches and our next speaker, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank and welcome our two representatives from Tuskegee, Jasher Cox and Michael Toulay over in the corner to your right. Next, our next speaker needs no introduction, the FCS Administrator of the Year, our Interim Director of Athletics, Ms. Jennifer Lynn Williams.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Wanted to welcome our fans, alumni, and friends, and then most importantly, our neighbors down the road, Coach Willie Slater at Tuskegee University. We are really excited about this game on September 1st, and it will be the 101 matchup of ASU versus Tuskegee. 101 times of playing an institution. That's major, and it's historic. So we're excited. We're fired up. The community is excited. What I want to express to our fans, don't wait to the last minute to get your tickets. Get your tickets in advance. Make sure you visit BamaStateSports.com, because we have an array of activities which the president touched on for starting on Sunday, and that will culminate that following Sunday with our jazz festival as well as a battle of the bands. But again, we are excited to kick off at 5 p.m. when we take on Tuskegee, and we know it's going to be an exciting game. Both teams have been preparing extremely hard, and we're just excited to get everything kicked off. It's football time, everyone. So thank you all, and have a good one.
All right, now we'll turn it over to the two coaches. In his 13th year at the helm of Tuskegee is Willie Slater, and your head coach of Alabama State in his 13th year overall as the head coach. Second year at Alabama State, his first full year. Mr. Donahill Ely will turn it over to Coach Slater for an opening statement, and then we'll let Coach Ely make his, and we'll open it for questions. Coach? Do it right there.
First of all, I'd just like to say thank you for inviting us. It's actually an honor to be here. Very impressed with the facilities. And of course, I'm impressed with the hospitality. We appreciate it. We currently trying to prepare to come down here and hopefully give you a good game. When our guys sit back and look at it, we get to play a Division I school, and after they play us, we'll be playing Auburn. So it's kind of like a privilege for us. We just hope we can give you a good game. But our guys are up for it. They're gonna give you their best. I promise you, they'll give you their best, and hopefully, you know, whatever happens, happens. But it's a privilege to be here today. We're representing Tuskegee University and Dr. Lily McNair, who's our new president. We have a new president, so things are a little different, you know, as for me, because having to learn a new president, I'm pretty sure she knows most of the stuff that she needs to know about me. But we're excited about this game, and it's a privilege to be back playing Tuskegee playing Alabama State again. And our fans love it, so hopefully we'll pack this place out and everybody be happy.
Good morning. Got to turn my phone off. I thought he was going to give me some locker room stuff, but you know, you can tell he's seasoned, not giving us anything to work with. But again, to be able to play in this venue, you know, classics mainly started back in 1968 when these types of games was put on, even though rivalries was before that. But to be able to bring a game with such mystique as far as the Alabama State Tuskegee game and play a part in it, I think it's great for the campus, great for the community. And you know, you're looking forward to, you know, just even last year, how you saw the crowds just, I mean, swarm the whole area. So, you know, we're looking forward to that, and anything that you have consistently, people will come and support. You know, our team this year, you know, we're out there now. We're pretty, you know, pretty solid. We have some, you know, camp woes, injuries here or there, but the next guys are stepping up, and you know, we're preparing every day. Because we all know it's at stake. I mean, this is where all the coaches from both teams and players from both teams, where we commingle, and we know the thing to go with it. We played 11 games last year, but we heard about Tuskegee the entire year. And it should be that way, and it should be a game that we be able to have and play with a lot of class, with a lot of sportsmanship, and we play with a lot of desire. Because when our guys take the field, we will play with a lot of desire. We know. You know, Tuskegee has come down and has represented real well the last couple of times in the stadium, and we're expecting them to do the same. And we're definitely expecting to meet that expectation as they walk in next Saturday. So we're asking you guys to come out and support, and if you ain't got your ticket, get your ticket. Get your ticket, because it's definitely going to be one you don't want to miss.
All right, we'll open up for questions. Those media members in attendance, we have new media members here. Coaches may not know who you are. Please identify yourself when we go. First question. Rashad, you want to take the honors like normal?
Rashad Snell, Alabama News Network. This question is to Coach Dunn Ely, and then the same question to Coach Slater. I just want to, you know, talk about the emotions you guys have in coming into this big-time rivalry, like you just said, the fans and everything. Just talk about the emotions that you guys have yourself.
Well, I mean, you know, as a leader, you can't come in with a bunch of emotions, because a lot of times when you're leading out of 80 guys and a group of staff, if you're too emotional, then they too emotional. So you have to Anytime that you're coming out playing, we're playing a very solid team, a team that has won championships after championships. So we have to come in strategically and under control and dissect what they're trying to do to us and combat that and make some plays.
Same question to Coach Slater.
As far as we go, we always look at it like, this is, because this is the first game of the year, it's going to always be different than any other game. We don't know exactly what they're going to do. They pretty much know what we're going to do. But our guys, we try to get them to just prepare for practice, have a good practice every day, and then we just take them one game at a time. This is the game. This is the most important game on our schedule right now. So that's our attitude. As far as emotions go, emotions can hurt you, and they're false. So once the emotions are over, if you're not good fundamentally and technique-wise, what are you going to do? So we're constantly trying to get better fundamentally and technique-wise.
Steve Gunner, WSFA. Both coaches, you've been at it a couple of weeks now at practice. Have you started to see that hunger grow as we get closer and closer each day? And are you seeing the team kind of maybe flip a switch that you want them to be at as we approach game day?
Well, the first couple of weeks we got to camp, we worked on Alabama State. We didn't mention Tuskegee. We wanted to see what kind of team, we had, what could we do well, run, pass, stop the run, defending coverage. We just started focusing on Tuskegee yesterday, which was our first day of practice. And, like anything else, now we're going scout teams and things of that nature. So the actual format of practice changed. So it was actually a little slower yesterday than we had been previously. So, and we're looking forward to the day it picks up, because the closer you get to the game, you don't want to get them so emotional these first couple of days, and then when you get to the game, you don't have anything left. So it's a gradual approach. As a coach, you don't put everything in the first couple of days. You just gradually work them up so that right now, once we get to that game, everything peaks at the right time.
Well, to be honest with you, this is a tough week. We don't play this week. Got some guys beat up a little bit. So this is always the tough week to get them to come out and focus and have good practices. So we're fighting that battle right now. But once Monday get here, they'll be ready Monday. We're getting ready we got a game at the end of the week. So our toughest challenge as coaches is this week, to make sure that we have quality practices.
Coach Dunn, this your first time as the head coach in this rivalry. What do you tell your team to, your message to them?
The team that blocks the best, that tackles the best, will be victorious. So, both coach and myself have been around a long time. So this is the first time in this rivalry, but we done had some rivalries before. So, the whole key is that you approach them all the same. Everyone knows what's at stake. And, the coaches, we direct. We're not out there tackling. We're not out there blocking. So, I have to be able to identify the best personnel to put on the field, and that's what we'll continue to do until we get to the game.
It's like he said, we've coached against each other at other places. So I'm pretty sure he looks out there and he sees some things that's familiar. So again, it's just got to get prepared one day at a time and get ready to play.
Derek Williams, WEAS. This is for Coach Slater. You had two quarterbacks last year split time between Ezell and Uranus. You got three other quarterbacks on your roster. Have you chosen a starter, or will you be using multiple quarterbacks going into the season?
Well, honestly, I've always believed in what I call mass production. And what I mean by that is we try to prepare them all the same. So if one go down, we don't lose because one went down. So I'm not going to tell you exactly who's going to be starting. definitely gonna have some quarterbacks out there.
I'll pay you right afterwards.
Mark Daniels with Montgomery Advertiser of both coaches. What are your team's biggest strengths and how do you hope they show up on Saturday?
Well, I think the consistency with our program has been defense. That's where the coaches have maintained, the players have maintained, the schemes have maintained, and offensively and special team is where we have new personnel and new schemes. So, the first couple of games, that you play, you'll see, our defense being ahead of those areas. But, we have to fastly catch up in those other areas to have a competitive program. So, defense would be our strong suit right now.
It's hard to say. I mean, your first game, you don't really know. You don't really know where your strengths are. This is a new team. We do have some new players. Hopefully they'll help us. We don't even know that for sure. So we're kind of searching for an identity right now. And hopefully after we play, then we'll begin to understand where our strengths really are.
Hi, it's Tolly Carr with HBCU Game Day. I would be interested from both of you guys if you could tell me when you kind of remember seeing the other coach on the other sideline. Like, how far does it go back when you guys just kind of got to know each other as coaches?
1993. I was the quarterbacks coach at Hampton University, and Coach was the offensive coordinator at North Alabama. And we actually played 2 years in a row, 93 and 94, either 92 and 93 is when it started. We played North Alabama when I was at Hampton in the Division II playoffs up in Florence, and got a chance to schematically see. At that time, he implemented everyone was running the triple option, but the veer option from the eye, and he had some pretty good guys doing it. And had a chance to see the physicalness that came with his offensive play calling, is that you knew it was going right, just like he just said. Well, we know what they're doing, but they physical, and you got to stop them. So, and that's the thing that's always been one of his characteristics. It's not, when you look at the tape, it's not about the team that hit the hardest, but the one that hit the hardest the longest. So you have to be endured for that when you're going against one of his teams.
He answered the questions. He answered the questions. He's a offensive coach too, so I didn't get to go against him. So he was on the other side, on the offensive side. So defensively, I don't know. We're not sure. We're not sure what they're gonna be doing. I can't sit here and say I do know, but that's the hard part about getting ready for the first game. You got to try to be prepared for everything they can throw at you. That makes it really difficult. But hopefully we'll hone in at some point after the first quarter.
Last year was a 14-6 dogfight. Are you guys expecting another matchup like that, or Coach, are you expecting to smack Tuskegee, or is Coach Slater, are you expecting to smack Alabama State?
I thought you was on Coach payroll trying to set me up. No, it's one of those games. You can throw the record out the windows. You can throw the divisions out the windows. Guys play up. You talking about we look up in the stands and we see that old goal. He look up in his stands and they see their maroon and old goal. So people fight. The kids gonna fight for that. So you're gonna, and I think not just last year, all the years prior, it's been that kind of fight. So you're gonna see two well-class teams that's gonna fight to the finish, and that's gonna be well organized and well coached. And how the chips fall at the end of that, that's how they fall.
On our part, I felt we were very fortunate last year to have more scores than they did. I just hope we can score, to be honest with you. We can score points, and I hope our defense can stand up against what they're going to throw at them. So it's just, I don't know. I'm just old school and got a lot of common sense about stuff. This school is Division I school. He's got 30 more scholarships than I got. So naturally, he's going to have more depth than what we have. We just hope that we can last. And, you know, I think our first group we put out there gonna be pretty good, but after that, we kind of drop off. So that's what I'm concerned about. Just hoping that we can give them a good game. We can hang in there with them.
Last question, and we'll break for one-on-ones. Anybody else got a question? Steve?
It's a simple question, I guess, simple for me to ask, but how much sleep are you guys getting this time of year right now?
Not much doing coaching. I mean, it's, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, if you got to play or if you got a correction to make, I mean, you need to get up and write it down because before you get up, you're going to forget it. And then if, and hell, by 4, you got another play, another thought. So, you know, it's zombie time now. You know, you sleep enough come December, the end of December. Right now, it's about getting your guys prepared and getting your team prepared, and it's, you know, it's not a whole lot of sleep.
I've been doing it a long time. I've been doing it since 1978. So, got a routine that I go by, and you gotta rest. If you don't rest, you're not gonna be very good at it. So, I just make sure I get my adequate rest. About it every day. There's no need. I don't look at it. I look at it like I don't. What am I going to be? What am I losing sleep on? You know, we gotta teach our guys how to block. We gotta teach them how to tackle. And that's just the bottom line. X's and O's are the same. They hadn't changed. Football's still the same. It hadn't changed since 1978. And so that's what I go by. That's what my philosophy is. That's how I rest. It's a game. I like to win, don't like to lose. So try not to make it complicated. It's simple, stupid.
Just as a reminder.